Hello, my name is Jacob Beard, and today we're going to learn how to use the PrinterOn app, which will allow us to print using our iPad. First, we'll want to make sure that we have the PrinterOn app downloaded from the Maryville Cloud. You can see the Maryville Cloud icon pinned in my lower right, as well as on my home screen, as well as the PrinterOn app icon right next to them. These icons do change throughout time, so do keep an eye out for that. They may not always look quite as they do today. First, after getting the Maryville Cloud, I can then open up my PrinterOn app. And I'm presented with a bunch of different options. The student will immediately want to use documents, email, photo, and we're not going to use those at all. Notice where it says PrinterOn printing service towards the bottom, as well as settings and print history. Those are really the only ones that we're going to utilize. Settings on the right hand side and that blue ribbon towards the bottom is where we're always going to start. And then we want to select services, which is going to be the first option towards the top of the page. And Maryville print will not be an option. I'm going to go ahead and open up one. And we're going to go ahead and input print.maryville.edu as our server. And our description is going to be MUprint. And we're going to turn that on as our default service. I can then test that service and I should receive a success message. It's really important that I use the check mark in the upper right hand side to save this information. I then want to select user accounts. And you won't see Jake or first name, but we can select that plus button to add an unlimited amount of users, or your first user. And the account is going to be their same as the Canvas or email login. It's going to be usually a first initial and the last name, and usually a number. The password will be the same as Canvas and email. And the description will be the student's first name. I then turn on PrinterOn hosted and MUPrintOn. And it's giving me an error message because I'm using a fake account and password. Again, to save, I'm going to use my check mark in the upper right hand side. I now can use my arrow to go backwards, and I can X out of settings. I finally need to select the Maryville printer. If you can see a little printer icon and a QR code towards the bottom center of the page, that's actually where we're going to select. Its first time, it will not say Maryville printer. It's not going to give you any saved printers, but under Enterprise, it should provide you with the PrinterOn printing service. And that is the actual printer that you'll want to select and use. By chance that does not come up, we can use the search function in the lower right and go ahead and search for Maryville. And you can see that PrinterOn printing service came up through that means as well. The student is all set up to print. However, again, they will not want to use documents, email, photos, or web. They'll actually want to go to the document or resource that they want to print out and then send it into the PrinterOn app. So let's do that as an example. Say we want to print something off of Microsoft Word, which is very common. I am now in Word. I'm in my document I want to print. And you should notice I have a couple icons in the upper right-hand side of the screen. One is a spyglass, a light bulb, as well as a person with a plus sign. That person with a plus sign is something that you'll always want to keep out, and that's kind of a send out and share button in general. We want to send a copy of this resource. So I can now select send a copy. And I want to send it as a Word document. Great. I don't want to email it with Outlook. I want to actually send it to another app. I want to send it to that PrinterOn app. And I can select through here, and I should see an option for copy to PrinterOn. Preview is not available for this document is what it'll almost always say, and that's quite all right. And then we can just select print in the lower right. And it said job started in blue and then job failed in red for me. That's only because of the fake account that I used to sign up. That red bar should turn green whenever the print job is waiting for the student at the printer. Thank you so much for your time, and if you have any more questions, please see